It's been a long time. Let's take it back to the beginning. In 2024, where everything in my life kind of shifted. I took a trip to Italy. I came home. I was homeless. My kids were staying with their dad's mother for 4 months, from October until January, when I found my place that I'm in now. During that time of looking for a place, I was getting hotels, sleeping in my car, sleeping with friends, staying with friends, doing any and everything that I could to survive and take care of myself while preparing for a place for my kids. In January of 2025, I found my place. I moved in, I got my kids back, and we started our lives. In February of that year, the boys stopped homeschooling and went to public school. They were in sports, they did track, they did football, they tried out for basketball, they have been very active, they are in choir, they do a lot of things, and I've been taking care of them and doing everything pretty much by myself. They see their dad occasionally throughout the year of 2025, and things are not the easiest. I made it through 2025 the best I could, and boom, I got another shift in my life. The Friday before Christmas of 2025, I lost my job. I was making pretty good money. Literally one check would take care of my rent for the month. And I got 4 checks a month. I got paid weekly. One of those checks would take care of my rent for the month, and I lost that. I had a little bit of a savings, so I knew that I would be okay for a while I looked for a job. I was out of work for 3 weeks before finding another job. So basically almost all of January, I was out of work before finding another job. I finally got another job. It was a part-time job, obviously not making as much as the other job was making, but something was coming in, better than nothing. And then again, I got hit with not only a crazy surprise about my car. The weather was so bad that the job that I had I wasn't working because of the weather. So I was working for the school system. So when the schools weren't having session, when there was no schools in session, I had no work. So February 1st, I was on my way to go put gas in my car, and I got pulled over, found out that my license had been suspended for 5 days at that time, and that my plate had been suspended expired since December 15th, and I didn't have any car insurance at the time. I let my car insurance lapse. So the only thing that I knew about was that I didn't have any car insurance. Other than that, I didn't know that my license was suspended, and I didn't know that my plate was expired. I didn't even know that that was a thing. But apparently my license got suspended because I had gotten into an accident while I was still working my delivery job, and I had received a letter stating that I needed to go take an assessment due to too many accidents. I never got the letter. It went to my old address where I was living with my ex-husband, and because I never received the letter, I never showed up for the assessment. I did again. They sent out a letter stating that I needed to call someone or reschedule or something, or that my license was going to get suspended. Again, I never received the letter. It went to my old address. So my license got suspended, and it was literally 5 days prior that this had happened. As far as my plate being expired, I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently if you don't have insurance, your plate can expire. But I'm still trying to figure that whole thing out, because I've not had insurance plenty of times and my plate never expired. So I'm still trying to figure that whole part of this situation out. But other than that, that was what happened. I ended up having to go to court. Everything got dropped. So I was able to drive on a suspended until I could take my assessment. I take my assessment next week as we speak. Today is April 1st, so I take it next week on the 7th, and I get my license back. That will allow me to get insurance and get my plate back. So things have been kind of tough. I've been kind of stuck in the house because I can't really drive, although I can drive on a suspended. I'm not really supposed to be driving my car because I don't have a plate on my car. So I've been in the house discovering this whole new lifestyle, delivering groceries, and just everything has been very new. I was never that person. I never door dashed food to myself. I never door dashed my groceries to myself. My kids were going to the store more often than normal. Normally they would only go for like snacks and stuff, but it became a thing of them going for like things that we actually needed in the house. So our lifestyle changed, and it made me miss homeschooling. So that's where things are going to change. Today is April 1st, and today is the first day that I am setting a goal to get back to homeschooling. For the past few months, I have been very heavy on TikTok. If you guys haven't been on my TikTok, or if you guys haven't seen my shorts, I post some of them here on YouTube, but I've been very heavy on going live on TikTok. I feel like that is very much my lane, but I miss the long form videos. I like doing this stuff. I miss the editing. I miss the everything. And because I miss all that, it also made me miss the homeschooling, because while I was homeschooling, we were doing a lot of videos, like our field trips and stuff, and our lessons sometimes. Like, it just all was so much of nostalgia, if you will, for me. Missing the editing and missing like putting things together and scheduling and all of that. Like, for the past maybe 4 weeks since I've been out of work, I have been going kind of stir crazy. I'm like, what I should actually do, because I don't know if maybe God is trying to tell me that this is what I needed to do. In my heart, this is what I've wanted. I've wanted to get back to homeschooling. I wanted to get back to traveling. I want to get back to YouTube. I want to get back to teaching my kids how to excel in life without the world's expectations. And it just seems like every time I'm trying to do the 9 to 5 or the regular get a job, and it just isn't working out. And I know that sounds crazy, but that is legitimately what's been happening. I can't find a job. I'm just having a struggle. And it's like, I'm making money on TikTok. I used to make money on YouTube. It's almost the obvious that I just keep avoiding. So what's the plan? The plan is we're going to do it. We're going to homeschool again. We're going to be a full-time traveling family, me and my kids. Obviously, there are going to be some things that we have to work out as far as like their time with their dad. He gets them every other weekend. So we can do the full-time traveling thing, and then the weekends that he has to be with his dad, there are places that I can go. I have friends that I can go stay with for 2 days. I can go stay with my mom for 2 days. I can go to a hotel for 2 days. We're going to figure it out. So I'm going to take the rest of their school year, which is until the end of May or June. So I have until either May or June. Actually, let me see for sure. So the first week of June is their last day of school, and we are going to take that time. So I have until the end of May to save up enough money to get out of this place and become a full-time traveling mom, homeschooling mom. My plan is to do hotel reviews, and not just any old hotel reviews. How do these hotels fit for a single mom with 4 boys? Because my boys are becoming teenagers, and is it comfortable for us to be in a room together? Does the accommodations work for a 2 a married couple and 4 kids? Does it work for kids at all? Is it accommodating to kids? We're going to give you the full family review, single mom version, but still the full family review. And we're going to let you know how the food is. Will the kids eat the food? Is their food included? Pricing, is that accommodating to a single parent? Is that accommodating to a family at all? We're going to give you all the details on how to travel as a family. We're a family of 5, and that information is really not out there. Like, there really are no true hotel reviews that I can go look up and be like, okay, well, that makes sense, I'll go there. They tell you what it's like. They might tell you what the price is like, but that's more so for the adults and like things like that. But my kids are going to give you their opinion on rooms and what could be changed, what they would encourage. And this is going to be our life. And while we travel, the boys are going to be homeschooled. They're going to have lessons. They're going to have language lessons. And by that, I mean Italian, French, German. They're going to have all the lessons. Their passports expire next year, I believe. So you're going to see us go through that process to get their passports renewed. And we're going to start traveling out of the country again. And hopefully we can get out of the country before their passports expire, because right now they only have the 3 stamps, I believe. They have Canada, Scotland, and London. I believe it's Scotland. So I want them to have more passport stamps before they have to renew the ones that they have. But yeah, I have everything planned out. Obviously, I'm just kind of going through it right now. I think maybe I'll make another video more in depth of what the plan is. And up until that time, I'm going to do daily vlogs or just daily check-ins of what I'm doing to help myself get there. Because as I stated, I don't have a job. So there's no money coming in right now. So where this money is coming from, only God knows. And that's what I'm going to have to trust, that God is going to take care of this, because he keeps putting it on my heart that this is what I'm supposed to do. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll figure it out. So it's April 1st. We have until the end of May. And then we're hitting the road. So if you want to follow our little new journey, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow us. Go follow me on TikTok, and we'll see what happens.